Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. This is the Steve, Kara, Ingrid
Podcast.
podcast.
This is our first time doing this, so if you like it,
Bear with us.
subscribe and like. Okay?
Wait, what?
She said this is our first podcast, so if you like it, please subscribe and like.
And double, I'm a little kid.
Look, we got an applause. Look at that already. Day
And
one.
double, she's a little kid.
Ingrid, how old are you?
5, but I'm turning 6 this year,
That's awesome.
and it's only in 3 weeks. My birthday.
Yeah, and your mom's birthday is in 1 week.
Yeah.
1 week from today.
And let's go ahead and record what we're going to get her on her birthday.
How dare you? You better not say anything about my birthday.
We're gonna get you pizza.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Oh, you're going to get a big fat kiss.
Wow. I'm so impressed at your podcasting
But
skills,
here's
hon.
what our
Uh,
actual podcast is going to be about today. We're going to make our favorite Disney shows on our that are animated on our list.
That's right. We're doing the top 10
Favorite movies
Disney-
or
Disney Plus
series.
animated series. So live action's out.
Yeah, she thought Miraculous was out because she said it wasn't animated. I think she thinks that show is live action.
It is.
In another dimension,
It's definitely
perhaps.
alive.
Mama,
I
love
w-
you.
I went and did not include any Marvel or Star Wars on this list because that would dominate my list. So I just went with just the normal Disney stuff. So we're gonna go from 10 down to number 1.
Yeah.
Worst to last.
So
This
I
is the
love
worst
you
to
guys.
last
Well, not
list.
worst, but just like the least favorite out of this group.
And I would
Here
love
we
if
go.
you
Well,
subscribe and
none
like.
of these shows are bad. They're
I
all
would love
excellent
if you
shows.
like our video.
Fine. Least no.
What's
that's
it from
not-
our most favorite from least favorite?
Okay, these
to
are the
most
top
favorite?
10, starting with 10.
So first, it's going to be
Wait,
our
wait,
friend
do you remember?
Steven.
Okay, Steven, you go first.
All right,
Stop pulling on the.
I'm gonna start with number 10 on my list. Is Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
That didn't even make our list.
Sometimes some
Some
crimes come sneaking up to the cracks of these two gumshoes. Anyways,
Are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. If you need help, just call.
Chippendale
Rescue
All right,
Rangers.
we're gonna get sued.
Yeah, probably.
Just kidding.
But you can't start
And
that
I
song
went,
without getting
guys, I
chicken
went
bit.
above and beyond. I did my homework. Chippendale Rescue Rangers ran for only 1 season in 1989. I was 10 years old,
Really, only
Whoa.
one season.
One
that surprises
season.
me.
but
A
it was
lot.
65 episodes.
You.
So they really went for the gold there.
So you were literally in here doing research.
I did
While
some
she and I were in
research.
there arguing
So
about
number
shows.
10, Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Okay, that's a
Kara?
good one. That's a good one. Our number 10. Well, my number 10 is a little more modern.
Okay.
It's Hamster and Gretel.
Ooh.
That's my one.
It's like a little
That's mine.
superhero show,
For kids.
right? Ingrid suggested that for the list, and it made the list, and it's 10 for me.
And that was made by the same guys who made Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb, yeah. It's
And
kinda-
Milo Murphy's Law. Anybody?
What?
Yeah, that one didn't make our list.
That did not make the list either. Sorry, Milo.
Sorry, Milo. It's too complicated. I don't like that show.
Yeah.
It's got too much. It just seems really.
You want to add anything to that?
Hamster and Gretel.
Okay. Crickets.
Okay, Ingrid's number 10.
Ingrid's number 10. Here we go.
Kif.
Kif.
Hey.
Wait,
Hey,
you gonna
why did you make it into Alfimo voice?
It
I
isn't.
didn't.
That's your voice.
Okay. So you pick Kif.
You pick Kif as your number 10 show. What do you like about that show?
I like that it's like animals and they like talk and they're also kind of funny.
Okay, that's a solid
Yeah,
review. She likes
I-
animals. She likes funny.
I actually like that show. Not top 10, but it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
My number 9.
Okay, number 9.
New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, you going old school over there, Steven. You picking all the older shows that are on Disney Plus.
That ran for 4 seasons, 1988 to 1991. That show ran.
And how old were you when you saw that show?
I was
When it came
probably
out?
I was like 9 and 10.
Oh.
9 and 10 years old. And that song is catchy. Gotta get up, gotta get
see
going,
Gotta see a friend of mine. Yep.
All
I
right,
remember that.
but before we go on to the next thing, I gotta do one of your favorite characters. One of your favorite characters is this guy from that show. Oh, why don't you whistle? The gopher.
That was terrible, but it was a valiant effort.
Listen here, sonnies.
And if anybody ever hears this, he's making that joke because Ingrid's missing her 2 front teeth.
Hey,
Sometimes you
I
whistle.
got school pictures today at school.
Amazing.
All right, you're
Oh my
number
gosh.
number 9 for you.
Number 9
Kara.
for me, I put Haley's on it. We got some newer cartoons like
Ooh,
starting
she
off
likes
our
Haley's
list.
on it.
I like Haley's on it. I think it's an interesting premise.
Yeah.
about,
It's a newer one.
pretty good.
It's pretty
you
good.
know, that Haley from the future comes back to help Haley now take care of some stuff.
Oh, I did not know that.
You've never watched that show?
No, I watched it, but never like
You didn't pay attention.
delved.
Clearly,
I never delved.
you don't have to
into
delve.
It.
That's literally episode 1.
I-
That's what the show is about.
I'm a.
She has to fulfill a list of tasks
I
in
was
order
probably
to
doing
assure her
something else.
destiny as like the savior of mankind in the future.
Oh, I didn't know
That sounds
that.
intense.
It is kind of intense, but it's funny.
Hey.
It's really cute.
Hey, I
Ingrid?
love you.
That's my number 9. So Ingrid's number 9 is
Primo.
that's right.
Number 9. That's like.
What?
I don't want to challenge your list.
Challenge it.
I feel like Primos is like number 3 or 4 for you.
Oh
Hey.
no, you'll see what her 3
Oh,
and 4
oh,
are,
okay,
and
okay,
it'll
okay.
make
Alright,
make
no.
a lot of sense to you.
You know
once we
what?
get there.
You're right. Who am I?
Cause
Definitely.
it's funny.
I'm fired.
I don't
Yes,
even think
you
she was going to put
are.
it on the list, and I was like, you have to. We literally watched
I mean,
this show every
I
other
saw
day.
it and I looked at it and I was like, I like it. It's a really good show, especially for modern times.
Yeah.
Modern times.
Am I right?
It's very multicultural. I enjoy that. I enjoy a lot of the jokes in Spanish in
You know,
that show.
this is our first time, but I feel like we did this 100 times already.
I know it's because we actually just kind of sit and talk about these things normally.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah.
This is like a normal
So-
afternoon for us.
No, my number 8
Is
is another old school.
Come on!
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Ran-
Come on!
Ran from 91 to 93. It was 2 seasons long. It's
You're putting actual information in this
it's
podcast.
kind of
That's
like
not
it's
fair.
kind of like Batman, kind of like The Shadow, very like
Like
noir
Bat-
kind of.
like the Batman and the Tick mixed together.
It's Batman, but it's
And
like
I
a
also-
duck if you don't know.
Because I listened to this on another podcast, that the Darkwing Duck was actually the first action Disney cartoon.
What?
Like DuckTales had action, Rescue Rangers, but this was like fighting. Like they actually like fought and like shot at each other.
I mean, that makes sense. So it was a boy cartoon.
Yeah, it was a boy cartoon.
That's why it's not on the girls' list.
It's a good
and
one.
Miraculous is
I
a girl
recognize.
one.
I recognize that it is an excellent series. It just did
It had
not
some of the
happen.
best villains too. The villains are just
Yeah,
so good.
definitely good villains.
There's
Um,
no case too small,
number
no
8
case
for you?
too
That was your number 8. So
big.
my number 8 is DuckTales, the newer series.
Ooh.
For me.
We enjoy watching. No, that's my number 8. Your number 8 is different.
So the DuckTales, huh?
I picked the newer DuckTales.
I'm disappointed
Why?
because that's a darn good show.
It is a darn good show, but I have others that are like dearer to my heart.
Near and dear
And
to
when we
my
get there, you'll see why.
heart.
Number 8 for Ingrid was.
Amphibia.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
I've never really got into that show, but I know that you guys watched it probably like 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. Yeah. And
Probably
the last
a-
episode makes me sob like a
And
baby
the last
every single
episode
time.
makes her
Ow.
sob.
Because it's really, really touching.
What
I
does-
love the last episode of Amphibia. I love the way they wrap that series up. I think it's just beautiful. Appreciate it.
And we're just doing this at
do.
home.
Number 7.
Oh yeah, this is super
He
pro.
does that
She just
all the
said we're doing
time.
it in our room.
Hey, no, we're doing this we rent the space. This is a rented space in an office building. We pay like $4,000 a month.
Oh wow.
Done.
Okay, back to the list.
This is our
Okay,
home.
number
Number
7.
7 for me. I mean, like I said, I purposely left out the Marvel and the Star Wars because that would have
That would be your
dominated
entire
the list.
list.
Yeah.
So it's a different.
So-
That's another episode.
That's another episode, Marvel and Star Wars. So my number 7 is actually DuckTales, the old 87 to 90 that ran for 3 seasons. It was on Saturday morning cartoons and after school special. So it was so popular that they ran it Saturday mornings after school, and then obviously no, it was after school. You'd go home and you'd be on it. In fact, I always missed it.
You hate me. I see the look in your eyes.
I always missed
Damn, she gotta argue about everything.
I always missed I always missed like the first because of just how the time schedule worked out on the bus and stuff. I always got home and it was like already on.
Tragedy.
It was
But-
great. It's a great show. It's got one of the catchiest tunes in the world. It's probably the most popular song on here for sure. Yes, Ingrid.
So this is just like our first time, and I feel like we did it 200 times already. So it's really fun, and then we talk about this stuff, and we're at home right now doing this stuff right now.
Is that super cool to you?
Don't
Good,
you
I'm
dare
glad you're
age
enjoying
us.
it.
What
Don't
day
you
and
dare
time
age
is
us.
it?
Don't you can't age this episode. You can't date an episode. Just kidding. All right, Kara, you're number 7.
My number 7 was Primos, so it definitely made my list.
Go Primos.
And I
Right
mentioned
in
it
my face. And
briefly. Yeah. Oh, you know the words to the song. I don't know all the words.
Primos.
Okay.
I think it is probably Disney's best attempt to date to make a kind of multicultural cartoon.
Oh, I will agree on that.
I love that I mean, technically it's an interracial family, right?
Yep,
Because the dad is a white man,
white.
blazing red hair and beard, and
Mhm.
then the mom is Hispanic. I believe they're Mexican American because they live in LA. I'm not sure. I think they are.
Yeah.
But like, and they talk a lot about like kids that don't grow up speaking Spanish and kids that do, and you know how they meet.
If you have
just-
Disney, you
I
should
love
watch
it.
this.
Plus,
If
it's
you
super
have
funny.
Disney, you should watch it, and it's really good and it's funny. If you know some Spanish words, then because they speak some Spanish on the show, so you should watch it.
And
And if you don't speak any Spanish, you can still enjoy it because it kind of teaches a little.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing about having a bilingual partner is that anytime I'm watching any show, whether it's a cartoon or a movie or anything, and they speak Spanish, I'm always like, "What they just say? What they just say? What they say? What they say?" And it's a treat. It's a real treat.
Well, I'm glad I can offer you my
And-
translation services, dear. What, babe?
If you hear our cat in the background, that's our cat, so you know.
Oh, good. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks for that
Ingrid,
disclaimer.
number 7.
Ingrid's number 7 is
Legend of a Free Caballero.
The 3 caballeros, the 3
Yeah.
caballeros will say we are birds of a feather.
This is just our
Terrible,
local
wonderful.
Steven. This is our Steven doing this right now. So funny. He's a
So
funny
funny.
goose.
What do you like about Legend of the Three Caballeros?
I kind of like that they like go on a hunt for like things,
Yeah.
and it's also cool because they're also animals that speak. And those were
She
Well,
loves the animals,
She
speaking
loves
animals.
the animals that speak.
I will say I like that because it kind of teaches you every episode is like a different like historical.
Yeah, definitely. And
Like
it's all over the world.
one's about like the Greek gods, and you got the Nazca lines.
Yeah, in Peru.
in Peru. Yeah, that's
Peru
a,
is
that's
where
a
my
real-
my friend
that's a real-
Sylvia used to live.
That's right. And they feature that country in an episode of the Three Caballeros.
It's one of
And
the
the
best
wolf-
things
my
Donald Duck's ever done.
For sure.
And Sylvia,
Whoa.
and Sylvia actually took home my Little Mermaid, and then she gave it back to me a day after that. And this was when I was in pre-K.
Pre-K for all you pre-K
That was-
kindergartners out
that was
there,
a while back.
this podcast is for you because we have an actual kindergartner
Yeah.
on this podcast.
And it's Ingrid.
Yes.
Great. Very exciting.
Number 6
Six.
on my list.
Mhm.
Only one season of this, but darn, it's good.
Mm.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Tailspin.
Ben.
It didn't even
One
make our
Help.
list.
One
Ben.
season, but it had 63 episodes, so I guess they really.
I spaced on Tailspin because honestly, I
Oh,
think
my
I would have
heck.
put that higher up on my
You were
list.
trying to do it for Disneyland. You're going to space on it now?
I know. I didn't see it when I was
Ay,
scrolling down on the list out there in the living room. So
She's
Oh,
so
yeah.
She's
yeah,
so crazy.
Oh, we are.
yeah. Honestly, I would probably put it at like my number 6.
Spin it when you win it, when you win it, when you win it.
Yeah, it would have been my number 7. I think.
It's good. It has really adult themes for a cartoon.
Yeah, it really does.
And I mean,
And
Baloo's awesome, and it's from all
Come on, Clover,
Jungle
Steve.
Book.
Steven's
Most of the
working. Come on,
characters
Tom.
are from Jungle Book, and it's just good. Kara,
What number are we? Number 6. So number 6 for me is fish hooks.
yes.
Fish hooks.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that knocking at my door?
Whoa, we're
Five,
coming in
six,
hot.
seven,
Coming in
eight.
hot.
Yep. That show, quite simply put, is hilarious. It makes me laugh out loud every single episode.
You
at
should
least a
also
handful
watch
of times.
it. If you're watching this video, you should tell your friends if they have Disney,
This is a
then
podcast.
they should watch it, and you too. So
This is a podcast.
yeah.
No one
This
is
isn't a
watching
video.
this because
Nobody's
my
watching
hair
it.
is
They're
messy.
listening.
I'm in my pajamas,
Lies.
and
Lies.
I have
Do not sleep in those shorts.
I have seaweed in my teeth. I ate
What are
seaweed.
you doing?
I had sushi for lunch.
Oh my gosh, the lies this man tells.
All right,
He
fish hooks.
only like
Fish
2
hooks.
out of 10.
Okay, so fish hooks is my number
of
6.
Sushi.
Your number 6 is
Gravity Falls.
Number 6.
that's her number 6, mind you.
Oh, Ingrid, we got some.
Her number 1 is gonna
I don't-
blow your mind.
I don't want
honestly.
to. I don't want to hear it until we get there. But
I won't tell you.
Her
until we get
Gravity
Wait,
there.
so we're
Falls.
going backwards?
We're going down to the ones we love the most.
yeah. You name your least liked ones, and then you go all the way down, and then the very last one is like the best.
Okay.
So hopefully
I
that doesn't
didn't know
mess up
that.
your list.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that one a little bit more because I'm sure me and your mom both have it lower on our list.
Oh, definitely.
We are officially on the halfway point, and you know what that means?
What does it mean?
A message from our sponsor. Just kidding, we have no sponsor. This is
I was like, wait, do you know something I don't know? Like, what's happening right now?
our very first podcast in our bedroom, and we are sponsored.
That would be miraculous.
I mean,
Which didn't make the
Disney.
list.
I mean, Disney.
On the
All
court.
it takes is
And
for one
you
Disney
know who
person
our
that will hear this
audience
podcast.
is you know who our
And we're gonna
audience
get
is?
sued.
It's our cat. Our audience is our cat.
Yes, we have a podcast. What's pet mascot? There we
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
Mascot. His name is Winchester, and
he's
he
a very
is
cute cat.
a cat. He's a cute little cat. By the time we
Whatever
get-
you do
by
to
time-
him.
Your
by-
sound effect.
By the time we get to the third podcast, everyone's gonna be so tired of these 8 effects I have.
Maybe by then we'll get a couple more. Can we like download some? That seems like a thing.
Yeah, I think so. Number 5, halfway.
Yep.
I love this cartoon. Big City Greens.
Number 5.
Number 5.
All right.
I could watch.
Owen?
I could put Big City Greens on before I go to bed, after I get off work. Like I could kind of just have it on anytime.
Yeah, it's a great background
So that's
show.
why it's a little above Tailspin and Darkwing Duck, because those have to be like in a certain mood to watch Tailspin. Kind of. It's a good show.
Yeah.
All the shows are good,
But
but
you actually have to pay attention to shows like that because it's a lot of
Yeah.
dialogue.
oh,
Whereas
yeah.
now it's like a little bit more action, a little sillier.
Yeah, Big City Greens is little 10, 11 minute
Yeah.
mini episodes, and then they're entertaining the whole way through. Kara's number 5.
Kara's number 5 is Ingrid's number 7. So it's Legend of the Three Caballeros is my number 5.
Ooh, the number 5.
Again, for all the reasons that you mentioned, I like that it's very international. It's a lot of history, a lot of mythology, and it's funny. And there's some action.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Got
a good show.
villains. It's a good show.
It's a
I
good
like it.
show.
That's my number 5.
Yeah, and double staff actually talks.
Ingrid, your number 5
Your number 5 is
Fish hooks, everybody. Fish hooks.
Oh, she likes the fish hooks.
she likes
Because
fish
they're
hooks.
little fish.
Wait. I don't. You like fish hooks more than Gravity Falls?
That's what I said. I was trying to do comparisons so she could kind of rank them. I'd say, which would you rather watch? Gravity
That's
Falls
right.
or
This
Fish
is your
Hooks? And she
this
said
is your
Fish Hooks.
first this is your first top 10.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get more used to it, like
Putting things in order.
just because me and your mom both know you pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she likes
You
Gravity
watch
Falls
Gravity
more than
Falls
she
more
likes
than
Fish
Fish
Hooks, but
That's all right. There's no wrong answer.
I
Every answer is right on here.
I think it's because she hasn't seen Fish Hooks in a while, so when we saw it on the list, she was like, "Oh
Well,
yeah, I love that show."
Fish Hooks. 1, 2, 3,
Definitely.
4.
Who's the
Okay.
knocking?
Number
The
4.
knuckle.
We gotta wrap this up. We got pizza to make. Number 4 for me, I classify it as a series. It's a bunch of shorts, but so is Big City Greens and stuff. Is the Mickey Mouse shorts? The newer, 2013 to 2018. Kara?
This podcast has not been controversial enough. I'm going to fight you on this one. That's not a series. It's a series of shorts.
Bye bye. I'm muting your microphone.
No.
Okay, but listen,
I hear you,
It's-
but I disagree.
it's still fine.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Then I get to
But
pick
it's like-
another one.
That's fine. I just feel like it is a series of shorts. Like they're kind of disconnected. They tell different stories, whereas a lot of these like a whole story arc.
Oh,
Why?
okay. Well, my
You got any
thing
boo sound effects on there? Boo me. Is that a crow?
Yeah.
Am I eating crow? Is what I'm saying is that-
Okay, well, then in that plate, fine. Mickey Mouse shorts does not qualify, so
Okay.
I'm going to throw in. Not that this is actual. This is not actual number 4, but means my list is now obsolete.
Oh please, not the whole list, just that one entry.
Well, then I'm gonna throw in. The Disney Channel, Disney XD, Marvel Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which ran for 2 seasons. The best Marvel series, period.
But you
Oh,
said
so
we're
you
not-
were looking. Wait, so you were looking up Marvel series, even though you weren't including them on your list while we were in the other room.
No, I wasn't looking up Marvel, but I just know all my favorite shows, so I could
Oh.
just be like, oh, substitute.
You're prepared with a.
So I got a
backup.
substitute.
What number is that for you? 4.
That's number 4.
Okay.
I mean, if I knew it was on the list, it would be up there like number 2 probably, but beans this is intermixed with classic Disney and newer Disney. Number 4 is good for Avengers. All right, number 4.
Okay, number 4 for me is Amphibia.
What?
Yeah.
Number 4?
That is number 4 for me. You know that I have watched that show several times. We just talked about how it makes me cry at the
she
end.
cries at the end.
It is a
everybody.
beautiful story of love and acceptance. It is about friendship and meeting new people and making your own families where you can find them.
And the
Yes.
and the theme song
and
goes
it's
like
really
this.
cool.
Amphibia.
It has no words. The theme song is instrumental. I don't know what you showed me that time.
It goes like this. Oh, I'm a frog.
No,
I'm
it does
living
not.
in the-
They're
No.
not all frogs. They're all amphibians.
No, they're
on their
called.
little planet.
It's like this.
Amphibia.
No, it
No
doesn't say
words.
that. There's no word.
All right, I'll take it. It makes
That's
her
my
cheer
number
up. It
4.
makes her. It makes her cheer up. That's good.
No, it makes me like
I'm
ugly
gla-
cry.
I'm glad you can feel something.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. My feelings run
Bravo.
deep, Stephen. They
All
run
right,
very
Ingrid,
Brava.
you're
Ingrid's-
number 4.
Ingrid's number 4 is the
DuckTales.
DuckTales is your number 4. The new one, not the old one.
new
Yeah.
one. She doesn't like the older stuff. It's
Yeah.
made for a different
Yeah, it's
attention
different. You're a
span.
different generation. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
because they go on like journeys. They go on journeys, and Double is like a good bedtime show.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it is.
That's fair.
I
Because we
love
watch
that show.
shows before we go to bed.
That's right.
sometimes.
That's a
It's
good. That's
yeah,
a good
it was in
assessment.
it was in the rotation for a while.
Okay, number 3. What's your number 3,
three.
Steven?
All right, I'm gonna say this right now
Yes.
for anybody who's listening, and I mean anybody. These three
Those are top
are
3.
these are the top three, all right?
Okay. So
These
this
three
is important.
these three can really be interchangeable with any of the three.
Okay, that's
Like
fair.
these three that the next three that I name are so good that it's hard to put them in different categories because they're just the best things on Disney Plus for me. But my number 3 is going to be DuckTales, the new one, 2017 to 2020. It
Okay.
ran for 3 seasons. It was on the Disney XD channel. Then now it's on Disney Plus, and I'm gonna tell you why I like it. Besides DuckTales is classic, but Bobby Moynihan, who plays Huey, Dewey,
Huey,
or
Dewey.
Louie, I don't know, one of them.
We're
I
Chewy.
think the green one. The green one is
The green
so-
shirted one.
so. Dewey is blue because it's dew, like morning dew, water. Huey has to do with red, like a red hue, and then the last one's Louie, the green one. I'm pretty sure Bobby Moynihan plays Louie, the green.
Okay.
That's one. The second name is
Who's Bobby Moynihan?
you know who Bobby Moynihan is.
Do I? Is that
Drunk uncle from Saturday Night Live. He has the curly. He was in that movie with he was in that movie with Tina Fey and what's the girl that her friend that's always with her?
I don't know who
Will-
Bobby Moynihan is, honey.
Will Arnett's ex. Hello.
I don't know who Will Arnett's ex is. Why
short,
do you?
short Parks and Rec.
What?
Parks and Rec,
Leslie, no.
the main character.
Leslie, no.
What's her real name?
She's always Leslie, no. I don't remember her real name right now.
Well, anyways, Bobby Moynihan's in that. All right. What's your number 3?
I noticed like podcast is pretty long, but
What's your number 3?
we're putting all our heart in it. Okay?
Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb is not my number 3 because the top 3 are like have to be iconic shows
Yeah, the top
that
3
stand
are
the test of time.
the top 3 are just they're gonna be the best.
Yeah, for sure. So Phineas and Ferb, it's iconic, it's funny, it's super
A little
smart.
closer to the mic.
Greatest villain, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and then you've got the
Ah, it's
whole
Dr.
Harry the
Doofenshmirtz.
Platypus. I mean, literally every character, every side character on that show is amazing. So
Especially
Hey, Phineas, what you doing?
especially Phineas and Ferb on that show. That's who they named the actor. So that's why
Ingrid,
it's
what's
called
your
that.
number 3?
Ingrid's number 3 is
Big City Green.
Oh yeah, doing the
Mhm.
cricket.
yep.
Hey Tilly. Hey Tilly.
This is a terrible thing.
I'm cricket.
Oh, I'm so crazy.
All right, number 2 for me is Phineas and Ferb. 2007 to 2012, 4 seasons. I mean, it's got Perry the Platypus. End of story. It was one of the best characters I think that's been created in a
I
long
love-
time.
I
It's
love
got
Candace.
songs. Candace is great.
Oh yeah, the music.
The music
The
is
music is
always
incredible.
good.
Yeah,
I mean,
every song that's made for that
some
show.
of these songs are better than the top 50, the top 40 songs on the radio.
On one of these
So, Phineas
episodes,
and Ferb.
we're going to have a song episode.
Oh, faux show. Character 2.
My number 2 is Big City Greens.
Ooh,
I
she
know
likes
it's a
it more
newer
than
show.
Phineas and Ferb?
You know, I had to think hard on that, and I think my 1 through 3 are
It's the same-
interchangeable, like
yeah,
yours.
Yeah, you're right.
But
It's-
like, when I think about shows that I want to watch right this second,
that's one.
I'd
of
rather
them.
watch Big City Greens still. I haven't gotten sick of it yet, even though we've watched it 100 times.
Yeah, I've
And
watched
Cricket
it.
is just crazy and
cool.
bouncing off the walls, and then Tilly is so like
Honest.
she is very honest, but she's also very into like esoteric stuff. Like she likes to learn about cryptids with her friend Andromeda, and I don't know. It just everybody
The
in there has like
grandma,
a
the
good.
grandma.
The grandma is
The grandma is
iconic.
hilarious.
The actress
Oh,
who plays
man.
her is
And the
great in
dad,
every single thing she's
Bill. Bill
Yeah,
is the dad.
Bill.
Bill's the dad, and he's like,
in. Mhm.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
it's a
have any
good
criticism.
show.
Criticisms.
The guy
of
with
Big
the
City
bodyguard,
Dreams.
the kid with the bodyguard.
Oh yeah,
What's
oh,
his name?
Remy.
his friend Remy, his best
What
friend.
was the guy's name?
Vasquez is
Yeah.
his bodyguard. Danny Trejo, yeah.
Danny Trejo.
So good. That's my number 2.
Number
Ingrid's
2.
number 2.
Ingrid's number 2.
See, we're flip flopping around between all the same ones right now. Ingrid's number 2 is
Phineas and Ferb.
Oh yeah.
so she loves that show too.
It's 104 days of summer vacation.
School comes along just to
end
end
it.
And the annual problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Like baby.
Maybe I'll get to my number 1 question right now.
Yeah, go to number 1.
All
What's
right.
your number 1? Okay,
My
I feel
number
like we need a drum
1.
roll or something.
Number 1. This is the closest I have to a drum roll.
Horrible.
That was not good.
Awesome!
Okay.
What's your number 1?
Number 1 is my favorite show. I can watch this show literally anytime. Gravity Falls.
What?
2012 to 2014, 2 seasons. It's got Dipper. It's got Mabel.
And Mabel the
It's got
crazy
Grunkle
one.
Stan. Grunkle Stan is the best. Every side character is the best.
Oh,
Every plot is the best. Every episode is the best. Season 2 kind of gets a little. Season 2 gets a little.
Mabel's
eh.
the best.
Season
Mabel's
one,
the
is, season
best.
one
Yeah.
is golden. Season 2
Season 1
is
is
good.
amazing.
I don't like the last Farmageddon when it starts getting to.
You mean,
When
what
we're
is it?
eating
Strange.
dinner, can we-
Weird
Mageddon.
Mageddon, yeah.
When we're eating dinner, can we listen to this?
All right,
So
Kara.
Kara's number 1 is
Her-
also Gravity Falls.
Are you?
That's what I'm showing you. I'm showing you my list. Number 1, Gravity Falls for me. That's a show I have to watch from start to finish, probably once a year.
What's mine?
Yeah, I definitely watch
And
it once
every
a year.
single time you watch it, you see something new and different that you didn't notice the first time. There's so many details built in just the background of the show, just like the products in the Mystery Shack,
Yes.
everything. There's always something new to see. Hell, I watched it 10 times before I realized that Seuss's name was short for Jesus. Like, I didn't notice that for ages.
Questiony the question mark.
And double.
So, like, yeah, I can't say
Oh.
enough. I could talk about Gravity Falls probably for a
Wow.
full episode of this show.
We agreed on something.
We
It's a-
agreed on
It's a
something?
miracle.
What?
I'm glad
See?
I'm glad this is recording.
You have
Yeah.
proof that we have something in
Proof.
common?
Yes.
That's
I
fantastic.
just.
Okay.
All right.
Daughter's name.
We're gonna do a drum roll. Ingrid's number 1. Ingrid's number 1.
Ingrid, you're number 1. Do you want to say what your number 1 is?
Hamster and Gretel.
That's the number 1 of a 5-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, you need crickets on there. That's
I
what
need
we
crickets.
need. Crickets. Hamster and Gretel.
Hey,
Hey, it's a cute
would,
show.
I would never want to steal anybody's not thunder. I would joy. I wouldn't want to steal anybody's joy. But come on, really? Hamster and Gretel.
Well, I mean, I think she's the desired audience. She's the target audience for that
Yes,
show.
And we watched it the last couple nights. I feel like.
yeah, so it's fresh in her mind.
It's fresh in
That's
her
why
mind.
she's
She
thinking of
likes
it.
it.
Yeah.
If you would have asked her 2 years ago, it would have been Scooby Doo.
Yeah, and
Just 1 year ago.
I just love it because it's like a cool kid fighting show. It's like really fun, and it's like a little hamster that can fight and a little girl. And
Mhm.
her name, a little girl's name is Griddle, and a hamster's name's Hamster.
And I just found this out like last night or something that it's actually a play on Hansel and Gretel.
You didn't realize that from like day 1?
Nah.
Are you serious?
I just was like, okay, let's watch this. And then I was like, oh,
It doesn't
Hansel.
It doesn't have anything to do with
Hamster.
Hansel and Gretel, but
Do
and
they
you know
find
they're a bilingual family too.
Yeah, and they also
Hamster
speak
likes to watch telenovelas.
Oh.
Hamster speaks Spanish.
Spanish.
See, you're not paying attention to that
See.
show when we watch it in the evenings.
No, not really.
No. It's cute. It's cute. It's a good choice. I
Yeah.
like it for you.
I like
Ingrid.
everybody's choices.
It's
These are
really
all
nice.
good. Let's do one honorable
Honorable
mention.
mention for
Okay.
me
Kara,
is Kif.
Kif is your honorable.
That was my honorable mention.
Okay.
I told you I
It's a good
messed
show.
up. I tell you I messed up my list because I did not put Tailspin on here, and it should be on here.
That
So,
should have been your honorable
then
mention.
In my case, my honorable mention would probably be Hamster and Gretel.
Oh,
at the
you'd
end,
flip
'cause it's
that
cute.
one. Okay.
Yeah, I would flip those.
Ingrid, do you have an honorable mention that didn't make the top 10, but it's still like it's pretty. It's a really good one.
Yeah, Haley's on it.
What about Bluey?
I didn't count that because it's kind of like I was
Yeah,
looking at
you're
it as shows
right.
we all watch together.
Yeah.
And Bluey is mostly just her and occasionally me.
Bluey.
But if it was something that we would watch together or by ourselves,
Okay, so
it would be Bluey.
Yeah.
okay. Well, Haley's on it is good. Bluey's is good. My honorable mention that did not make the list is The Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
I thought of that too when you were talking about theme songs because that has such a great theme song too.
Gummy Bears.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
They would get that gummy berry juice
Oh yeah,
and
and
just bounce all
over.
around. And those ogres, the big dumb ogres.
Shoot, I need some
Those
gummy
guys,
berry
are,
juice.
those guys are good. All right, everybody, we are at 40 minutes.
Are we really at 40
I was
minutes?
gonna try and do a 30-minute podcast, but I
We
guess we're
failed.
down to
I wasn't
40.
paying attention to the clock because I don't have my glasses on.
No, that's cool.
We don't have a
Um,
clock in here.
I'll cut it all down. I'll
the
trim this.
computer.
I'll trim the
Oh.
fat off this sucker.
Yes, do so, please.
All right. Well, thank you, Ingrid. Thank you, Kara. And we want to say bye to Winchester. Thanks for being patient
So
and listening
quiet.
to us talk. Bye bye.
Bye.